Long-term and short-term growth when it comes to creating a marketing plan is some of the most important tasks that you'll do in your business, whether you're just getting started, whether you're venturing into another space, maybe you're Medicare going to annuities or annuities going to life insurance. But look, folks, creating a marketing plan is one of the most important things that you'll do for your business. And in today's training, I wanted to give you some strategy to really help you break it down. Some things that have worked really well for me when having a go-to-market strategy and how to implement it. Now, here's what I want to tell you. When it comes to marketing, everything works a little bit, right? Now, you might see me talking a lot about social media marketing. The reason why I do that is because it is underpriced advertising. Sometimes, most of the time, it's even free. And we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But remember, everything works a little bit. Grassroots marketing, social media marketing, digital marketing, referral network marketing, all of those work a little bit. But we want to get started at the basic level here today. So, the first thing you really have to identify before you start a marketing budget, a marketing plan, it's not even the budget yet, is your value proposition. What is it that you do differently from somebody else? Okay. And here's what I mean by that. Look, there are hundreds of thousands of licensed insurance brokers in the country, all of which have access to these same products, right? What is it about you in the experience that you provide for a senior or whoever it might be outside of a product that you can sell to them? What is it about you that's going to make them want to work with you more? Maybe it is your newsletters that you send out, or retention flyers or birthday cards. Birthday cards are a great way to differentiate yourself. What I want to encourage you is to consistently work on your value proposition. What makes you different? And what you write down today, that might change in 6 months because maybe you'll learn something. I will tell you, one of the value propositions that I have compared to every other marketer in the country is that I send out handwritten birthday cards to my clients. There are a lot of people that don't do that. It seems simple, but it's something that a lot of people don't do. That's part of a value proposition. Okay. So write down your value prop. What makes you different? What's going to make you different? What's going to make you stand out from somebody else? Right. Here's the second thing. You may or may not have heard this word before, but avatar, right? Write down your avatar, and your avatar is who are the people that you are targeting, right? So if you're in the Medicare space, you're targeting people 65 and older, right? But go into more in depth about that. Where to find those people online, low income housing, Golden Corrals on a Thursday here in Raleigh because it's senior night or senior day. Write down who you're trying to target and where those people are. Those people, and that could be digitally, that could be face to face. I reference Golden Corral because that is a buffet restaurant here in North Carolina, here in Raleigh, that is extremely popular with seniors. That is a place and where seniors go. So if you have something like that in your local community, have that be part of your marketing plan to go to that location and make friends with the people there and tell them what you do. Get out and talk about what you do. Okay. Like I said, everything works a little bit, right? If you're a Medicare broker, seniors are online, they're on Facebook, they're on YouTube, they're searching for people, but they're also at these other establishments, right? So write down who your avatar is. You might not be a Medicare broker, maybe you're ACA. Well, where is your ideal ACA client? Part-time, maybe working at a restaurant or a bar, or working in retail. Maybe their employer doesn't provide coverage for them. That is your ideal client. Okay, so write down your avatar. Okay, before you do anything else. The next step, which is probably the most common question I get, is a budget. How much should you allocate towards marketing? Here's what I'll tell you. As much as you can, especially early on, because the more money that you can invest in marketing, the quicker you're going to get to where you want to be building your business. But there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to this. Here's what I want to tell you, especially if you're just getting started. Do not demonize working a part-time job while you're getting started. We recently did a blog post on Nick, who I met. He was my Uber driver about 6 months ago when I was going to an event here in North Hills. I was going to a dinner event. Nick, when I got in the car, he was driving Uber at night. He had marketing for his insurance agency on the back of his seats. I thought that was cool. Do not demonize working a part-time job. I did it. I worked at Chick-fil-A the first 2 years I was in this industry because I had to, right? But as you're growing your insurance business, you understand that the financial services business creates the most millionaires. Sometimes you have to work that part-time job. You have to do it. I'll tell you what Nick was doing. He was doing that to invest it back into his agency to grow it. There's nothing wrong with that, folks. So write down your marketing budget, right? Here's the other thing I highly recommend is as you're making sales, set a standard of the amount of your commission that you want to reinvest back into your business, into marketing. Now, as you grow your business and you scale your business, that could be different things, right? I talk to so many brokers now that are doing very well and they don't do a lot of marketing because they get a lot of referrals. Now, a lot of what they're reinvesting their commissions into or bonus dollars is to hiring help, hiring staff, part-time admins, full-time employees that help with other things. Okay. So write down your budget, right? Here's something I will tell you. I firmly believe that everybody should be running Facebook ads for $1 a day in their branding ads. Okay. Which I'm going to get into here in a second, long-term versus short-term. $1 a day branding ads in your community. That could be a video of you of what you do. That could be an image of you and your logo and how you help people. But folks, I'm telling you, for $1 a day, you can get your brand out in your community. Now, this is part of the long-term strategy. Here's what I will tell you. Most sales professionals that I talk to, they are solely focused on the short term, getting the sale in the door right now. There's nothing wrong with that. But where I see a lot of sales professionals losing a lot is that they don't focus on their brand long term. Okay. And here are some strategies to help you focus on that brand. 1, get a logo for your company. Have a color scheme that is consistent all the time. Okay. And have that everywhere. Have it on all your marketing collateral. Because here's what I will tell you, folks. Over time, even if you run those $1 a day Facebook ads, your color scheme and your logo is going to start to be recognized in your community. Okay. So when you're running these $1 a day Facebook ads that are branding, if you're running within a 15-mile radius and it's to seniors, eventually people are going to recognize you and they're going to know who you are. It's just like driving down the highway when you see that billboard. It's the same exact thing. Long-term strategy, I highly encourage you to be running Facebook ads at $1 a day in your community within a 10 to 15-mile radius of your home so people can get to know you. Don't invest a ton of money into it. Just set it and forget it. Run branding ads all day long. Okay? Long-term strategy, right? Here's the other thing when it comes to long-term strategy. Like I said before, get a logo, get a website, make sure you have a color scheme. Okay? Focus on that brand. Get some swag, get some shirts, get some things that you can write off on your taxes, right? Because guess what? When you're out in the community or you're at a networking event, this happens to me quite a bit. When I go to a networking event and I wear my TMG logo, people ask, who's that? What is that logo on your shirt, right? It shows that you're professional. It shows that you're wearing your swag. And it also encourages people to ask you questions because they might not recognize that brand. Think about Nike. Nike has done a phenomenal job of building their brand over 30 years. Do they make the best sneaker? That's debatable. But guess what? They sell a lot. So kind of take that Nike philosophy. Or even look at Apple. Their brand and their logo is an apple. Do they make the best phone? Not really. Debatable. But they do a great job with their brand. Okay? So get out there and create that. Now, that's long term. Short term, like I said, Everything works a little bit. So now that you have your avatar, you have your marketing budget, you have your value proposition, now it's time to put all of those things into effect and create some strategy on how you're going to implement them. Okay. So let's take, for example, you're a Medicare broker. Okay. Your avatar are people that are 65 and older. Where are those people? They're at the Golden Corrals. They're on Facebook. Go implement strategies. Okay. While you're out in the community, look for those restaurants that say it's senior day, or even ask people while you're out, hey, do you have a senior day? And start talking to people. What you want to be, you want to be the person where when seniors are there, whether they're online, you're the first one that they see. Okay. So let's take, for example, maybe you're a Medicare broker, right? Go set up Google alerts for Medicare, Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplements. If you're not familiar with Google Alerts, it is a free service that will show you the top rated search for that keyword in your market. I get them all the time. Create videos around that content. Create videos around that content. So maybe you have a YouTube channel, or maybe you're running some Facebook video ads with that content, okay? Because what that's going to do, that's going to put you online. It's going to get you in front of more people because that's what they're searching for. And it's going to have you putting content out there. Here's the other thing I want to tell you folks, that yes, digital marketing is massive and it's a huge opportunity. But when you're thinking about your long-term and your short-term growth, you don't have to be all in on digital marketing. I know a lot of brokers that don't do any social media or digital marketing. All they do is grassroots, and they are crushing it. My job is to help them diversify their marketing efforts and take what they're doing in the streets and put it online because it's a bigger audience. Okay. So when it comes to marketing, now we have a ton of videos on our YouTube channel, how to create a website, what your website should have on it, grassroots marketing strategies, how to call leads. All those things are great, but without these 4 strategies of what's my value proposition, who is my avatar, who is my ideal prospect, how much money can I allocate right now into my business, and if I don't have any money, how am I going to either shed money from my finances? How am I going to create more income to invest into my company? And then where am I going to take that money and invest it, right? Because here's what I will tell you, folks. The brokers that I talk to that are crushing it in this industry, I see them doing multiple things. They're not just doing grassroots. They're not just doing direct mail. They're not just doing social media. They're doing all of it, right? They're dabbling in all of it, because one week social media, Facebook leads might be awesome, and the next week they're not. But they have other things in place, like referral partners. There's another one, referral partners, right? That's more of a long-term strategy. Okay. So if you're out and about and you're trying to create referral partners with a pharmacy, you have to be patient. You got to be patient. Just because you connect with somebody doesn't mean they're going to start referring you people next week. You have to develop those relationships, which I think there's a lot of friction for sales professionals, which I completely understand, because our standard of living is based on a sale. Sometimes that prospecting, it has to mature. Okay. It's called lead nurture, right? That's what we call it online. It's a lead nurture. So I really hope that these things help you, because I will tell you, folks, the majority of sales professionals that I see in this industry, there's zero focus on the long-term branding game. How you offset that? Run $1 a day Facebook ads in your local community with your brand, with a video, who you are, what you do, and how you help people. Set it and forget it, and just let it run consistently. Let it run. If you don't have $30 a month to do that, which is what it would cost, go drive Uber or go pick up a part-time job. Don't demonize that. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I had to do it. Nick did it. It's just part of it. It's part of being commission-based, right? You eat what you kill in this industry. There's nothing wrong with it. I really would highly encourage all of you, whether you're a Medicare broker or not, to sit down and create your marketing plan. to sit down and do it and implement these 4 things, because, this is how you're going to build your business. And if you're looking at digital marketing, if you're looking at direct mail, if you're looking at grassroots training, where we can help you is we have experience in all the above. We are a FMO, a field marketing organization. Marketing, right? We have people in place. We have the experience. We support hundreds of thousands of brokers across the country that are doing these different things. So we see what's working. We see what's not working. Our job is we want to help you make it work, right? So whether you're looking to get into digital marketing or more grassroots stuff, or maybe it's just key phrases. Maybe you're an annuity broker and you need to, or you're looking to sell more annuities and you just need some help on how to start the conversation. We can help with all that. Thank you to all of our partners out there who share this information with us. So create that marketing strategy, sit down, take some time, pinpoint your avatar. Don't demonize it. If you have to work a part-time job to supplement for some of your marketing efforts, you won't regret it. Okay. This is one of the best industries in the world. This industry has created the most millionaires, the financial services. There is over 10,000 people turning today for Medicare. The stock market's crazy right now. People are losing money, which means that annuities are blowing up and they're doing really well. People still want life insurance. We just came out of a pandemic. So look, folks, the opportunity is there. I don't want you to waste your insurance license because you didn't have a marketing plan in place. If you need more help, feel free to reach out, 888-622-9122. You can always shoot me a message anytime, Mike@tidewatermg.com. Hope you have a great day. Go get your marketing strategy done. Take care.